high-lying cache. In all heaven and earth, you are the form-shaping place, spreading fear like a great poisonous snake. Hymn 7, the cache temple of Nin Hursak, in Hedwana around 2300 BC. Welcome adventurers on a new journey into uncharted territory. We will venture out to explore the realms of Heaven's Vault, a game developed by the British game company Inkle. They released it in 2019 as an archaeological science fiction adventure game that lets us play in the role of the archaeologist Aliya Elasra, who has to decipher an ancient language in order to discover a forgotten past. As I am an archaeologist myself in real life, I'm particularly excited to play this game. It depicts our profession in a more accurate fashion than Lara Croft or Indiana Jones or any other game or movie with archaeologists as protagonists. During my education I had to learn, but not decipher though, a bunch of languages, among them several dead ones like Latin, ancient Greek or Egyptian hieroglyphs. So hopefully I won't make a fool of myself. But let's put that to the test, shall we? By starting the game.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present. But there has to be a spark. Something that brings the past to light.
Please climb carefully. It is not much further. One last corner. We're almost at the top. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress, please. So, we are exhausted, and I think we have to wait until the bar is full. Can I look around? Barely. Very windy up here. This is the summit? This is as far as the path goes. Yeah, there's more mountain behind us. And there's a statue of a one-eyed giant, it seems, with a funny headdress. And we did see that other one down there in the beginning. Oh, I hope I cannot fall. Nope, I cannot fall. That is good. Can I look at it more closely? It doesn't seem so. Okay. So the statue is looking very grim, doesn't it? And we do not know yet the gesture or what it means. But let's investigate that building here. A bricked up opening. Can I look around? No? Okay. The bricks seem to be fresh, to be honest. So somebody recently bricked it up? Huh. There are no cracks, nothing. It's not dirty, but the facade of the building has cracks. So let's investigate. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. Heaven's Vault. The University of Ajax, some weeks earlier.
My story begins on Ajax. That was where I met the robot.
Mistress Aliya? Mistress Aliya Elasra! I have been waiting for you. I have been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She's very anxious for your arrival. Am I in trouble? I am in trouble, aren't I? She did not say, but I imagine she's simply being welcoming. This way. Did she say what she wanted? Yes. What? She said she wanted you. And how are things on Ajax? Ajax does not change, mistress, or so I am assured. It is the single point of stability within the whirling nebula above. You've never heard of the fall, then? I have. But I understand it to have been in the past. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. A most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it. Why? Required to? Of course. Professor Miari is my primary user, mistress. Nevertheless, I will try to sugarcoat your opinion. That is nice. Thanks, man. Oh. What do you think of that sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. I agree. Miari must like it too. She has a model just like it on her desk. Oh, has she?
I was 15 when my Ari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here. I'd never seen such luxury or such kindness.
So she's from the slums. I mean, that is a very interesting place. It's some kind of mixture of very modern architecture and arabesque architecture. So that's really funny. The Tree of Knowledge, or so they call it. Each branch grows more branches. Can reply to what? Aliya, get into my office this instant. Uh-oh. Of course. That's what I was doing. Uh-oh. I think somebody gets angry. Let's not let her waiting. Apologies for shouting, mistress. I must replicate tonal patterns when delivering messages. Okay, let's get in. The professor recorded that section of message specifically, mistress. She anticipated that you might stall for time.
I still don't know why she did it.
Professor Miari. Aliya, there you are. Come in. Tell me what you want. Delightful as ever, I see. Well, I won't waste your precious time. Here, our expert on history. You are our expert on history. Tell me what you make of this. Oh, it's a brooch. It looks cheap. It does look cheap, to be honest. But it's a brooch. Yes, Aliya. But I didn't summon you halfway across the Nebula to tell me that. So why did you summon me? One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janiki Renba. Did you know him? Did? Look at the detail before I throw you out. Wait, why is she so... I see them. Ancient markings. I know they are a hobby of yours, Aliya. But can you read them? Why is she so hostile? What have I done? Eagle wing brooch. I've never seen either of these groupings before. But the two words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Well... Oh, that's our first translation, I think. So we have a brooch, an eagle-winged brooch. What can we do? Friend, holy. So I think we can choose these two translations. And emperor and beloved for the second one. Beloved friend. Does that mean that if I choose beloved, I have to combine it with friend? I think so, right? So, we do have some common symbols here. And that is what she meant before. We have that symbol combined with that one and the dot. And that repeats itself here. Plus that sign. And then that sign again. So, I think, as this is just a written language, we can only assign words to combined symbols. We will never find out if the symbols have phonetic values like single symbols, or if the combination of symbol has a specific phonetic value. We can just assign words and look if the symbols look similar. So that seems to be how that works. So what I think here, eagle wing brooch, and it looks very fancy. So I think it's an official piece. It is not something private. A piece of private art or something. So beloved friend, what we seem to be able to combine, doesn't seem to be the solution here. I think it is holy emperor, because if we compare it to existing ancient realms, the emperor had always kind of the connotation of being a god, or he was a personification of a god, or set into position by a god. So he could have been in his written form Or he could have elements of being holy in his written form because he was considered to be a god. So holy and emperor seems to be a quite common theme in ancient realms. Like in Egypt, for example. In Egypt, the pharaoh, the emperor, was the personification of a god on earth. So, yeah, I go with that just because of the official look of the whole thing. And because it fits much better than friend and what was the other? Holy Emperor? But I'm only guessing. Yeah, that's true. I am only guessing. The shape of the brooch fits, mistress. That is the eagle and sun design. An empire motif. Yep, that's what I thought. What's this about? Janiki told me he'd found something. That was over a month ago. Janiki isn't like you. He's an Ioxian through and through. That's all pretty rude. So call him. I can't. Wherever he is, he's on his own. Not everyone is required to travel with the robot. I can't go hunting the Nebula for missing people, Aliya. But you can. Where did he go? He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I want you to find him. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? I'll see what I can dig up. Get out of my office, you Elborithian rat. And you're taking the robot with you? Why is she so hostile? What? You are not welcome, mistress. Be seeing you, Aliya? I don't think so. You just called me a rat. That is so rude. No, it didn't go fine. Not at all. Oh gosh. And will we go to Mercy, mistress? What do you think? Professor Mayari is my primary user. You might say I'm biased. Yeah, that's true. Why was she so rude? Because I looked at the tree? Come on. Should we go down, mistress? Yeah, but... that was terrible. I can just say, Mistress Aliya, wonderful to be accompanying you. I hate robots. If you're going to... I don't say anything here. I've only recently been activated. What does he mean? I'm calling you 6. 6, mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if I got Mayari's translation correct. I think I did. The shape shows this is an empire piece. Emperor. It's correct. And the emperors believed themselves to be gods. So it makes sense that the words should be almost the same. Yes, exactly what I thought. Holy. Yep. Great. But it still doesn't tell me where did this thing come from? Aliya, tell me, are you still wasting your time on your curious notions of history? History isn't mine. It belongs to everybody. Most of us are decent people, Aliya, and do not want it. You should devote yourself to a real science, metallics maybe, loop philosophy. What? History is a science. It is exploration of the past, through evidence and theory. Honestly, what? Most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Aliya. May the waters light your way. Yeah, and yours too. Drown in it. Dang, why are people so rude here? That is terrible, and why don't they like history? We need to understand the past to understand the future. Aliya! I didn't know you were back on Ajax. Who's that? How are you here? We know him. I'm not saying. Yeah. Let's be nice to people. How are you, Hyung? Well enough, well enough. I've been reading all day. What were you reading? The Annals again. Did you know Maswai claims the Holy Empire was founded by 3 wolves racing to heaven? Each one tore the throat of the other, and as the 3 fell to earth... Are you really interested? Absolutely. Tell me more. Alright, most people glaze over...
He began to talk with such passion that his eyes glittered, and he seemed to grow at least an inch taller.
Aliya? Yes? You weren't listening. Never mind. I was listening, but you didn't tell me. I'll walk you to the dock. Do you know Shaniki? But I know Renba, of course. Well, a little. Why? What did he teach? He's a roboticist. One of the best. One of the few. Did you say did? Has something happened to Shaniki? I don't know, Huang. I'm sure it's nothing bad. Well, let's hope so. Oh my. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the Annals of Maswai. I thought you might like, if you have time, that is. Always. Here, see what you think. Another translation, that's amazing. I know one of these words. I'll have to guess the other 2. A passage from the Annals. We know Empress. And there doesn't seem to be any markers for gender, because I think the symbols for Emperor looked exactly the same. So that's good to know. Then we have banished, buried. Oh. I don't know any of these symbols. Robots? Labors, rebels, circuits. Oof. That's a tough one. That looks like a rocket. And we have that one again. Huh. I have no idea, to be honest. Banished. Or buried. Until now, we only heard of those people in the university, so academics and robots. So we use robots here because we never heard of rebels, circuits, or labors. So what could the Empress have done with robots? Rather banished them? Who would bury a robot? I have no idea. Empress banished robots? I think that's correct. It's quite a monster, isn't it? Uh-oh. He doesn't like it. Robot Empress? Did robots give orders? What? That answer doesn't make any sense. But I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. Weren't they? I have no idea. This suggests otherwise. I'd best not keep you. He's not convinced. I hope you find him. I'm not convinced either. Shall we proceed to our ship now? Have you sailed before? 6. I have no idea, mistress. But I'm keen to find out. So as we left the hallowed walls of the university, and so we left. Okay, man. So many things to learn, so many things to find out. Let's see what we have here. We have a timeline. That is good. Because I will not be able to remember all of these things that we learn. What can we do? We spoke to Huang. He seems to be waiting for me in the plaza. Huang showed me a passage from the Annals of Mazwai. Oh, and here we can look at those. And we can even... Okay, I think... Yeah, we can change it. That is good, because we do not know yet if it's right or wrong. Learned the ancient word for holy. And for emperor. Given another robot. I'm going to call this one 6. So she had robots before. It's a common thing or normal thing to have. I annoyed Mayari. Uh-oh. It doesn't seem to matter how I treat her. She still puts up with me. Okay. So it wouldn't have mattered. Mayari wants me to find her friend. Janiki Renba was last heard of on his way to Mercy, so I'd better start there. She gave me a brooch, an empire brooch in the shape of the eagle and sun. Whatever Professor Mayari wants to tell me is so urgent, she sent a robot to stop me getting lost. Oh, that's maybe a hint that we should have proceeded there directly, without any delay. Professor Mayari wants me back on Ajax. She wants me to fly to a place called Mercy and look for her friend Janiki Renba. He was last heard of on Mercy. And is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Yeah, so that's one day. So 23 days ago he disappeared. Huh. That's a lot of days. Renba sent a brooch to Professor Mayori. Okay. So he found it? On Mercy? Mayari takes me to Ajax. Oh, that was what we heard, right? Tuition began in earnest. The University of Ajax established 200 years ago, founded to study the events within the loop. It soon expanded to cover robotics, mathematics, hopper physics, and other fields. I like the hopper physics. That's amazing. Oh, and here, the fall of Ajax. The emperor's palace was stormed, the royal family murdered, the guards' ships destroyed, and the Nebula fell into disarray for centuries. So, and here we have, oh yeah, and then the Dark Ages started, but then the university was established, and it led into the modern age. Okay. And the tree planted on Ajax, the tree is still there, the whole university centers around it. So the tree has been there first, before the university was established. Fashioning of eagle-shaped brooch. Oh, we can already date it! From the eagle and sun design. It is clearly an empire period piece. How long did the empire last? The Chronicles of Maswai written? An ancient writer who documented the effects of the loop across the nebula. The Holy Empire, there we go. The ancient time. So the empire is not the ancient time. And we cannot date it precisely yet. That's all with a question mark. Yeah. We do know nothing from before the fall. That's interesting. What's that? Yeah, ancient empire, ancient time. So there's a time before the empire and we do not know anything about it. And then the Holy Empire, the Dark Age, the Modern Age. Very cool. I like it. And here we can see what we learned. Just update it. Yeah. Nice. And we can look at our inscriptions and translate those that we are not sure about, right? Ah, and here, all inscriptions, solvable inscriptions, the brooch, and unsolvable inscriptions. Nice! And this is what happened now. Very cool. Aboard the Nightingale. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The journey to Mercy should be quick, mistress. Nice place, is it? I do not believe so, mistress. I believe it is a farmyard. Huh, but that could be nice. Where does a roboticist go to a farm? What else do you know about Mercy? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Ajax Protectorate, of course. Huh. I want to go to Elberth. Oh, that's where she comes from, right? Hopefully we can make... No. Ajax Mercy will have a few ruins of its own. Maybe Mercy will... Oh yeah, have a few ruins of its own. That seems unlikely. But it is not wealthy. Nonetheless, I will prepare the robes. Where next? Choose a location and plot a course. Oh, we can go to Elbereth. But of course we go to Mercy. There's Ajax. So we are already on our way. If that is our ship. But I think so, right? Mercy is a tiny rural moon. It's where Shaniki told Professor Mayeri he was going right before he disappeared. But why does a roboticist visit a rural... I could go there next. That was too fast. Plot curse? Ah yeah, this is our ship. Okay. We can sail. Whoa. Can we go everywhere? Ooh, wow. Wait, what is that? Renaki is a market moon, far outside the reach of Ajax. I've never been there. Ooh. What does she say about Elbereth? Elbereth is my home. It's where I moor up when I want to sleep well. But not today. Okay, we go to Mercy. And now she says it again. Going around before he disappeared. Yeah, visit a rice farm. Well, let's find out. Ioxian space, sailing to Mercy in the Verdant Pass.
My Ari wanted us to sail to Maerzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Oh, that is nice. The path turns right momentarily. Oh, I have to. Okay. Cool. Whoa, that's not so easy. Whew, there are currents. This is your ship, mistress? It is. What can I do? Sweep sail. Ooh, whoa! I call her Nightingale. I found her in a ruined hall on Elbereth, covered in dust. She must have been someone's prized possession once. The Verdant Pass. She's mine now. Uh-oh. Oh, don't crash. There are rocks. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Whew. That was close. That's Mercy. You can see the greenery from here. Mercy, a farming moon. If Renba's here, I need to find him. And if he's not, I need to work out where he went.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud. Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud. And some of those things had legs.
Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, mistress. There's another one of those statues. But rest assured, I'm most happy for you all the same. Oh, it's beautiful. Well then, let's see where Renva's got to. If we are really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. Old pots are awesome. Landed on Mercy. That is so cool. Has she never seen plants or animals before? Because of the remarks? I can question something. So, where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we climb up away from the water, that should take us to the village. Okay, cool. But we will do that and explore this new moon in the next episode. This was just like an introduction to the new series. I hope you like it. There will be a lot of reading and a lot of talking and a lot of translating. So I hope you enjoy that. I do for sure. It's a very interesting mechanic. And I'm very curious to find out... There's a pig. To find out if we are able to... discover the past of this nebula, of this network of moons, or whatever it is. So, as I said, I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful and adventurous day. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.